Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Accounts Accuracy. Now let's do some 17 of specimen paper 2021. Here just see the question 17 has been provided with few blanks and these blanks you are supposed to calculate. Now the biggest hint which I would say is this 4,000 which is given in share forfeiture ledger account. Now in this, if you are provided with share capital account, that is 4,000, that means this is actually the total amount of shares which got forfeited. So simply what you need to do, you need to copy down this 4,000 value directly in the share forfeiture account. So the same value 4,000 will be copied over here. Now, if you have copied 4,000 because it's a share forfeiture account, I am repeating it as it's a share forfeiture ledger and the amount of share capital is 4,000. That means share capital to forfeiture is the journal and you have to write this 4,000 value. Now, if you are writing 4,000 over here, your credit side is complete. That means credit side total is 4,000 plus 7,000, that is 11,000. Once you know the credit side total, you can easily be able to write the balancing figure of debit side, which is 9,000. Now, if this is 11,000. From 11,000, when you are deducting 2,000, your 9,000. Now, as you know that debit and credit is equal, you can see here 9 plus 2, that is 11, and 4 plus 7, that is 11. That means this has been done correct. Now, if your values have come out, you can also find out the amount of shares which got forfeited. How? Just see. You have been provided with rupees 2 per share as securities premium value, and you can see the total amount of securities premium reserve which has been debited is 2,000. So when you will divide this 2,000 with rupees 2, you will get the amount of shares which got forfeited, that is 1,000. Now if 1,000 shares has been forfeited, then what is the amount which is non-paid? That means not paid, that is rupees 7. How we calculate? How will we get to know? Just see. 1,000 shares has been forfeited and calls in arrear value 7,000 has been given. So if you will divide 7,000 with 1,000 shares, that means 7, because of the non-payment of rupees 7 per share, 1,000 shares got forfeited. So this is how your first part will be completed. If you have not understood, you may repeat my video in order to understand it again. But still, I am just going to give a recap. Forfeiture value is 4,000. You will have to copy from forfeiture ledger, and this will be 4,000. Now your credit side is coming 11,000, that is 4,000 plus 7,000. If credit side is 11,000, your debit side balancing figure will be 9,000, because 11,000 minus 2,000, it will come 9,000. Now the total values you have found out. If you will divide your rupees 2 with 2,000, you will get amount of shares which got forfeited, because 2,000 divided by rupees 2, that is securities premium reserve value, that will come out 1,000 shares. Now if you are getting 1,000 shares which got forfeited, you can also get the forfeited shares non-payment value. That means 7,000 divided by this 1,000 shares, and falls in arrear value is rupees 7,000. So when you will divide with 1,000 shares, your 7 rupees will come out, which will be non-paid payment amount for which the shares has been forfeited. So this entire part is complete. Now you can do the sums based on the first part of the question. The first question is given the share capital was debited with. It will be B, A, B. That means 9,000 rupees. Just now we calculated the share capital has been debited with 9,000 rupees. Our next question is, shares were forfeited for non-payment of what amount? So 7 rupees, that also we calculated here, that 7 rupees is the non-payment on forfeited shares. So that will be rupees 7. So D is the correct answer. And our next part is the reissued part. Here you can see that a bank account, share forfeiture account and share capital account. No values are given. We are only provided with the fourth value, and that also nothing is given that what actually got credited with 1400. Now as 1400 is the amount which is given, and it's not been given that for what this 1400 has been credited, we had to guess this particular account. But as it's a reissue of shares, it's been written that shares has been reissued, so that is why it's easily be guessable that this should be securities premium reserve only, because when the shares are reissued, the share capital is always remain with the nominal value of shares. So extra amount is credited with securities premium reserve account. So here it will be securities premium reserve. Now as you know that this is securities premium reserve and the amount is 1400, and you also know the securities premium reserve per share is rupees 2. So when you will divide 1400 with rupees 2, you will get the amount of shares which has been reissued, that is 1400 divided by 2, it will come out 700. So here it's clear that 700 shares has been reissued. Once you know that 700 shares has been reissued, you can also find out the total amount which has been received on reissue of shares, because it's been given it was reissued at rupees 9 per share. So 7 9 ja 63. That means 700 shares into rupees 9, it is coming 6300. So this is the amount company received on reissue of shares. Now as company has received 6300 on reissue of shares, and we can also find out this amount, that is share capital account, because there are 700 shares and we are provided with the face value of per share, that is rupees 10. So 700 into rupees 10, we will get the share capital account value, that is 7000. Now as this 7000 will be the amount of share capital and 1400 is the amount of securities premium reserve, our credit side is complete. Now as credit and debit side should be equal, we are able to see that our credit side total is 8,400. So debit side total should also be 8,400. That's why from 8,400, when we will deduct 6,300, our balancing figure will come out 2,100, which is the share forfeiture value. Now the both parts are correct or not, that could also be checked by this capital reserve value. We can see here 4,000 is the forfeited share value of on 1,000 shares. That means on 700, how much will be the forfeited value? 4,000 divided by 1,000 shares, we will get to know that 4 rupees per share was forfeited on 1,000 shares. So on 700, rupees 4 per share has been forfeited. That means 7 4s are 28. So 2800 money which got forfeited on 700 shares. So if on 700 shares total amount which got forfeited is 2800, we can check that our forfeiture amount which is utilized on the reissue of shares is 2100 and 700 is the capital reserve value. That means this total is 2800. 2100 plus 700, that is 2800 is coming correct. So that's why we can also check it that we have done the sum correct or not. Now let's do MCQs based on second part. The first question is given that at the time of reissue of shares, the share forfeiture account was debited with what amount? It is 2100. We have just calculated that share forfeiture account has been debited with 2100 rupees. The next question is, at the time of reissue of shares, the share capital was credited with. The answer would be 7000. We just calculated that share capital account credited with 7000 rupees. And the last question is, at the time of reissue of shares, the account credited with 1400 was its securities premium reserve only, because we know very well that this is securities premium reserve account and this has been credited. As we know that in share capital we always write the nominal value, we never write the premium value. Share capital is always multiplied with the nominal value of shares. So that is why the other amount which will be utilized on the reissue will be credited from securities premium reserve account only. So I hope that these MCQs you might have understood. Just for your better practice, I am going to give you another sum. Here is your another sum which I have made for you just to practice. Please take a screenshot of it and try to solve it today. If you would be able to solve, you may check your answer in my next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Till then, take care. And please don't forget to subscribe my channel and hit the big fat like button, because it motivates me to make some more videos for you. Thanks for watching.